the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
Yeah, it's like being in OTC without going out there. Yeah, for sure. BoxingVoice.com over here with the former welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter. We're over here tonight for the Deontay Wilder-Luis Ortiz fight. First thing, nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Nice to see you. I don't know the last time we had a big heavyweight championship fight out here in America, so it's big to be here tonight. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had, heavyweights haven't been popping in like 20 years since Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, and all of them, Evander Holyfield, them dudes, and hopefully we're going to have that renaissance now.
Yeah.
What we also want to talk about is the welterweight division.
Yeah. How does division in boxing?
We got your best friend, Danny Garcia. We were up there before. Jess and I saw him.
You call him my best friend?
Your best friend.
My best friend?
Best friend in the world.
Hey, man, if he was my best friend, he get in the ring with me.
You know what's funny?
That's what best friends do. They get in the ring with each other.
You know what's funny is, like, we talked about it about a year ago. We said that when you became the mandatory for the WBC, or we're like, Shawn and Danny, it's a fight that everybody would want to see. Showtime has the money to pay for the fight and pay for the purses. We both talked about it. It made sense.
Yeah, the fight makes sense top to bottom.
And the money is there, right?
You know what? I don't want him to hide behind the fact that he's the mandatory to fight for the belt after somebody else fights for the belt. You know, he did not have to fight, and then he's gonna fight.
Who's got the priority with who got the WBC priority?
I do. I have the priority. I'm next in line to fight for the WBC title, and like I said before, he can wait, which I know he likes to do. But I'm telling him he doesn't have to wait. You know, he make twice the amount of money. You know, get seen twice.
And a fight that our fans want to see too.
Yeah, why not?
It's a good matchup on paper
It's
too.
a great fight. It's a great fight for TV. It's a great fight for fight fans. It's a great fight for his legacy, my legacy. There's no reason for him not to fight me unless he just flat out doesn't want to. The time is right. The time is now.
Your reaction to what Key said out in Vegas?
I was satisfied. I was satisfied. The reason I was satisfied is because I've been wondering what this man wants to do, what he's gonna do for a very long time. So, even though he joked around with me a little bit too much, I was still able
I saw that. You're both competitors.
I was still able to get some answers and figure out what I need to do with my career.
That fight was literally could go either way.
Big, man.
I mean, that was a great fight to watch on TV. Were you here?
I told him.
Him and Keith Thurman on TBS.
It was a big fight, one of the biggest fights.
Action too.
In the last couple years, and I told him, I said, there's no reason we shouldn't have, did that right back. And I understand him. He has priorities. He has things he wants to do. But now's the time, man. We all need to fight each other right now. Boxing is going into a different stage now, a new stage, and I'm doing my best not to miss the boat. And the only way these guys don't miss the boat is if they wait.
His style is like, I hate to use a curse word, but it's like flies on shit. He just does not get off of you.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of style that if you're ever sparring with, he just keeps coming for 12 rounds with his conditioning. You're not an attractive matchup for a lot of opponents because you're on top of them like that.
Yeah, I'm on top of you. I think you're gonna see some different things moving forward. Things have to be different, especially when we talk about longevity with having a good, long, healthy career. And I'm moving into a different phase now in my career where I don't want to be known as an unattractive fighter. I want to be known as hey.
No, I don't say unattractive.
Listen,
I don't say unattractive.
I tell you what, if my lady comes in the room and she says, babe, I got a headache. I said, dang, you got a headache? Like, yeah. I mean, that's not attractive. I describe everything as either attractive or unattractive. Right, you know what I mean? So I want to be known as attractive. I want to be attractive to every fight fan. I want to be attractive to everybody that
keep coming. I mean, for those people that respect that, you keep coming. You're all up in somebody's chest.
Yeah, I gotta be. I think that
Bulldog.
I think I've used that style to I guess in a lot of ways create somewhat of a reputation for myself. So without saying too much more, you start to see some different things that'll still be in play. But just start to see some different
Dad always
things,
wants you to box more.
You know, well,
Dad always wants you to box more.
I want me to box more, you know? But when a guy, you know, when you prepare for one thing, you know, that's when it's time to change up and do something else.
Now, let's say another hypothetical. Let's just say the powers that be throw a whole bunch of money out there, and EJ, Errol Spence, is successful with his IBS defense, and they put the right money out there. The right money.
Yeah.
You know what? Take that fight. I know you, Shawn. They put the right money out there for the IBS belt. That's your old belt. That's your old belt, bro.
It's only a matter of time before I fight him, because let's not forget, I have 2 losses. But even with my 2 losses, I'm one of the top fighters in the world. It doesn't mean anything to me to get in the ring and put it all on the line. A lot of these other fighters aren't willing to do that. I'm willing to do that. And even with Errol Spence being one of the hottest fighters right now, I think he's ducked by a lot of guys. He's kind of, you know, for a little while he was overlooked until he got his belt. Now he's got his belt. It's only a matter of time.
And like if the situation is right and the money's fair,
yeah,
Shawn is saying yes to that fight.
For me, before if I were to fight him before Keith Thurman or even before Danny Garcia, everything has got to be right for me to fight him first. It's just a part of you know, the way I've mapped everything out for myself in my career, that, you know, I like to handle things with Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, and then move forward and fight Errol Spence. I do my thing with those 2. I got no problem fighting Errol Spence.
But again, if the business is right, though.
But if the business is right, yeah.
And that's something I'd like to see too, because one thing about EJ, I never seen him in with a pit bull like you before. You know what I mean?
I would say vice versa.
With an iron jaw.
Yeah, and I would say vice versa, because if you take a look at it, Keith Thurman is supposed to be one of the hardest hitters in the world. I will testify, he is one of the hardest hitters in the world.
You don't show it though.
But I didn't go at him like he was one of the hardest hitters. And if you remember that fight correctly, he didn't come at me like he was one of the hardest hitters. You know?
No.
So the same with Errol Spence. You know, I'm gonna go at him like he's like I'm a dog, and I'm sure he's ready to come back at me like a dog.
All right, so just for all of you saying that Shawn Porter wouldn't take a fight with Errol Spence, EJ, no, he's saying right here, if the business is right, he's gonna take that fight in a second.
I'm letting you know right now, it's only a matter of time.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
In the game, 'cause see the boxing voice.